Please take everything I'm saying with only being constricted and confined to what we saw on streaming, because otherwise I can't speak for the things that may have happened off camera. Is that clear? Cool. Now we gotta get into the role that the chat room played, right, during streaming, right, and within the brutalization culture amongst men. There were a lot of people in the chat room saying things like, "You're not a real crash out," and probably saying more shit that was probably masculating as fuck. Probably saying what they would have did, like, in some tough, like, machismo type shit. Because I know how it is, nigga. If you from the hood, you know, you always got some niggas trying to call your bluff, right? And I'm sure there was mad hood niggas in the chat room, and niggas that wasn't even from the hood, right? Trying to call his bluff, right? After getting hit like that, like, yo, you ain't gonna do nothing, my nigga. Yo, if that was me, my nigga, it's easy to say some shit like that, right? But Raja had a lot to fucking lose if he was to crash out. This is not a situation that was worth the crash out at all, but he was still egged on to do so by the chat room. Rage baiting culture is the fucking worst because it typically tends to be by people who oftentimes ain't about that life, do not want to smoke otherwise if they were to be encountered in real life, by people who can walk away from their phones and from their computers happily ever after, nigga, without any recourse or reprimanding from rage baiting someone who was already in a state of absolute fucking rage. So whatever role the chat room played, right, and egging on and rage baiting, right, Raja to retaliate is also what contributed to this shit. And I'm not gonna spend too much time on y'all because y'all pretty much a very black and white concept, yo. Y'all niggas is chat rooms that be rage baiting is the fucking worst. Because it's never in consideration of whom the person that they are rage baiting when it comes to whether or not that person might lose something of value in their life by acting on that rage. That's never considered. At this point, Raja lost his life and lost his career.